Let nothing disturb you. Let nothing frighten you. All things fade away. God never changes. Patience obtains all things. Whoever has God lacks nothing. God alone suffices. Saint Teresa of Avila. Political systems and power structures. When we talk about politics, a political system is the set of rules, institutions, and practices that determine how power functions and is exercised. Across the world, these systems can look very different, but they all serve the same purpose: to decide who has authority, how that authority is used, and how people are represented. Governance is the process of decision-making and the way those decisions are carried out. This is not only about governments. Businesses, international organizations, and local communities all have governance systems. Good governance is usually described as transparent, accountable, responsive, and inclusive. Poor governance can mean corruption, abuse of power, or a lack of representation for the people affected by decisions. Elections are one of the most visible ways people participate in governance. Under democracy, elections allow citizens to choose leaders and hold them accountable, but elections work differently depending on the system. Some countries use majority voting, others use proportional representation, and some limit who can run for office or who can vote. Because of these differences, elections do not always produce the same kind of representation. In some systems, smaller parties get a voice, while in others, large parties dominate, and in some cases, elections may exist only on paper, with outcomes controlled behind the scenes. Behind the visible structures of governance and elections, power often operates in less open ways. Influence can come from money, media, international organizations, or powerful individuals. Lobbying groups and corporations may shape policies as much as elected officials. International institutions, like the United Nations, the World Bank, or regional unions, also. This is where the idea of New World Order comes in. The phrase has been used in different ways. Sometimes it refers to a shift in global power, such as after a major war. Other times, it is used to describe the growing influence of international cooperation and global institutions. The core idea is that political power is no longer only national. It is also international and interconnected. Understanding how these structures work helps explain why decisions are made this way. National governments set laws and policy, but those policies may be influenced by treaties, trade agreements, or pressure from larger powers. Elections give citizens a voice, but that voice may be shaped by campaign financing, media coverage, or access to information. Governance at every level, from local councils to global organizations, reflects both visible rules and hidden dynamics of power. It is vital to learn to separate fact from opinion when talking about these systems. The fact is that political power is complex. You need to think for yourself: does the power belong to one person or one group alone? Power flows through institutions, networks, and agreements. Some of these are democratic and transparent. Others are hidden or less accountable. The balance between the two is what shapes the real experience of governance. To understand how power structures work, we need to examine a few key questions. Who makes decisions? Who benefits from those decisions? Who holds leaders accountable? And how much influence do people truly have over the rules that govern their lives? By asking these questions, we see that governance is not just about elections or leaders. What we see is systems, processes, and the distribution of power. The visible structures we see on the surface are only one part. The deeper networks of influence, both national and global, also play a crucial role. In the end, political systems are about how societies organize power. Elections are one tool, governance is the process, and the global order shapes the context. Understanding all three helps us see more clearly how the world is organized and how decisions affect us all. If you like our videos, feel free to like and subscribe. To Template Hub Driver, or contact us at templatehubdriver.com, or just email templatehubdriver@gmail.com.